The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Summary: The Outsiders is a coming-of-age novel by S.E. Hinton, published in 1967, that tells the story of Ponyboy Curtis, a teenager from a rough part of town, and his struggle with identity, loyalty, and social class. Set in a small American town, the novel examines the lives of the Greasers, a gang of working-class boys, and their ongoing conflict with the wealthier Sox. Through Ponyboy's experiences, Hinton explores themes of friendship, class disparity, and the quest for understanding and belonging. Plot summary. 1. Life as a greaser and the conflict with the Sox. The novel begins with 14-year-old Ponyboy Curtis, the narrator, introducing his family and friends, all members of the Greasers. His brothers, Derry and Sodapop, take care of him after their parents' deaths in a car accident. The Greasers are close-knit and protect each other fiercely. Their biggest rivals are the Sox, the wealthy kids from the other side of town who look down on the Greasers and often engage in violent altercations with them. Ponyboy feels alienated and constantly questions his place within this social divide. 2. Ponyboy and Johnny's encounter with the Sox. One evening, Ponyboy and his best friend Johnny Cade, a sensitive and abused boy, are ambushed by a group of Sox led by Bob Sheldon. The Sox attempt to drown Ponyboy in a fountain, but Johnny, in self-defense, stabs and kills Bob. Terrified and unsure of what to do, Ponyboy and Johnny flee to Dally Winston, a tougher greaser with connections. Dally gives them money, a gun, and directions to an abandoned church outside of town where they can hide. 3. Hiding and a change of perspective. While hiding in the church, Ponyboy and Johnny reflect on life, reading Gone with the Wind and discussing the idea of heroism. They bond deeply during this time, and Ponyboy gains a new appreciation for Johnny's quiet strength and sensitivity. They also talk about their different perspectives on life, and Johnny shares his desire for a better life. One morning, the church catches fire, and they discover that a group of children are trapped inside. Johnny and Ponyboy risk their lives to save the children, but Johnny is severely injured in the process. 4. The return home and the growing tension. The boys return to town as heroes, but Johnny's injuries leave him hospitalized and in critical condition. Tensions between the Greasers and Sox escalate, leading to a rumble between the two groups. Allie, who deeply cares for Johnny, supports the Greasers in the fight. The Greasers ultimately win the rumble, but Ponyboy feels conflicted about the violence and realizes it doesn't change anything. After the rumble, Ponyboy and Dally rush to the hospital to tell Johnny about their victory, but Johnny, weakened and disillusioned, tells Ponyboy to stay gold, a reference to a Robert Frost poem they discussed, symbolizing the importance of staying true to oneself. Johnny dies shortly after, devastating Dally, who, in his grief and rage, ends up confronting the police in a suicide by cop. 5. Ponyboy's reflection and the power of storytelling. In the aftermath, Ponyboy struggles with guilt, grief, and a sense of purposelessness. His grades begin to slip, and he faces further struggles with his identity and future. Eventually, he finds solace in writing an essay about his experiences to make sense of the events and share the pain and humanity that lie beneath the greaser-soaked divide. His essay becomes the novel itself, marking his path toward healing and self-acceptance. Key themes. 1. Class conflict and social divisions. The ongoing clash between the Greasers and Sox highlights the destructive nature of class divides. Hinton presents a nuanced view of each group, showing that while they have differences, they also share universal struggles and emotions, challenging stereotypes. 2. Loyalty, brotherhood, and friendship. The novel explores the bonds of loyalty and friendship among the Greasers, showing how their connections provide strength, identity, and emotional support. These relationships, especially between Ponyboy, Johnny, and Allie, are a source of comfort and identity. 3. The loss of innocence. Ponyboy's journey is marked by a loss of innocence, as he confronts violence, death, and social injustice. Johnny's advice to stay gold underscores the importance of retaining one's innocence and sense of goodness despite hardship. 4. Identity and self-discovery. Ponyboy's experiences force him to question who he is beyond being a greaser. His struggles with identity reflect a broader desire for understanding and acceptance, ultimately leading him to recognize his worth beyond social labels. Conclusion. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton is a powerful coming-of-age story about the challenges of growing up within rigid social divides. Through Ponyboy's journey of loss, friendship, and self-discovery, Hinton highlights the complexity of identity, the importance of compassion, and the universal desire for belonging. The novel's enduring themes and honest portrayal of adolescence have made it a beloved classic, resonating with readers across generations.